What's up friends, it's Prosper here again, and here's another video. In this video I'm about to show you guys is how you can create what? You can create the application to calculate the area of a rectangle. So what we're about to do right now is we want to write a C programming language on how to calculate the area of a rectangle. So as you know, we have our header file which are what? Hash include stdio.h, that is standard input output.h, that is header file, right? And we also have the hash include stdlib.h, that is standard library.header file, right? So those are our is a standard that you ought to work. No, we also have more header files such as MATLAB and the rest, right? So in our line 4 we have the int main, that is integer of our main function. So our main function will be an integer value, that means to return 0 or 1, that is in binary, right? Every instruction is in what? 0 and 1. So in this case, so for we to write the C program of how to calculate the area of a rectangle, there are some declaration we need to what? Declare, which we need to declare our variables and their value. So the first thing we're going to do right here, we're going to type in what? Double. So we'll say double. So what are we doubling? We should have used int, right? If we're using int, it will be for only pure integer, that is whole number. But in the case whereby our area is giving us a fractional number, that means maybe there is a fraction that is a number point something, like 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, 3.1. So in case we'll be having any fractional number, we use this double so that it can hold the place value of both integer number and float number, right? So continuing, so we want to declare our value. So we will have length, so we have length, you separate with a comma, then we also have the width, separated with a comma, we also have the area, then we put our semicolon. Some people call it semicolon, but any which way. So we click on the next line. So what do we have for our next line? So now we need to what? Impute what we instruct the user. So we need to give the user, we need to print something on the user screen. So we'll say print f, that is print function. So we open and close brackets and open and close quotation. So in that we'll say enter the length okay, sorry, my length here isn't correct. Yes, okay, enter the length of the rectangle, right? So we're going to end that with a semicolon. So after we've end that with the semicolon, no, we don't just end, we're going to put a what? A colon, then a space. So why are we doing this? So that it will, you have a well formatting. You need to format your text in such a way that it should appear proper, right? If you just enter the length of this, we need to, it's just like in English language, so you should know how to format your words very well so that the user, it will have a very nice user interface. So now I want to collect input from user. So to collect input from user, we use the function which is what? Scanf. So open and close quotation, open and close bracket, open and close quotation rather. Then we are going to hold this value with percentage LF. That is for long float, right? Long float. Long float also means like a large fractional number, right? So then we put a comma, then and, so we need the ampersand. So ampersand what? Length. So we are collecting length in this case, right? So we are collecting length. So next we're going to do, we're going to terminate it with our semicolon. So from here I can just copy all of this. I don't need to retype it again, right? I don't need to retype that. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to use it for my bread, right? So I'm going to use my bread. So in this case I will change it to what? Bread. Or we're already using the word width, so let's use width. So the next thing we're going to do right here is, now we need to declare our main function. When I mean our main function, we need to declare the brain box behind how it's going to work. So in this case we'll now say area. We want area to be equal to what? What do we want area to be equal to? We want area to be equal to length times, so we use the asterisk, times width. So we're going to terminate that, right? So in this case now we want to print a function. So what is the function we want to print? We want to print the area. So print f So we're going to say, in this one, we'll say the area of the rectangle is what? We'll say, so what I'm going to use in holding this value. So we hold this value with a dot, 2LF. That is double long float values. That is a very large float value. That is a very large fractional number. Or we can say a very large decimal number, right? So then we say /n for new line. Yes, /n is for new line, right? So we know that. Then we're going to end it with a comma. Then we use our ampersand area, in this case ampersand area. Then we have to what? Terminate this. So in this case we have successfully run the function on how to create a calculator to calculate the area of a rectangle using a C programming language. So let's save this debug and run. So let's see what we have. So wow, so you say enter. So I'm going to say my length is 8.9 and my width should be 5. So let's see, it prompts us an error. So let's see where the error is. So the error is on the area. The area of the rectangle is, okay, we need to hold it. We hold with a percentage sign. So we didn't put the percentage sign, so sorry about that. So let's save this and run again. That is why an interpreter is better than a compiler. You know, the interpreter will have shown us where the error is, but the compiler does all this compilation and gives us the answer. So let's see now in this case. So we still got an error. So let's see where this error lies. Okay, no, we are not holding any value, so there will be no ampersand sign there. So let's save this and run again. So 6.7 points. So successfully, our program has run successfully. So thank you very much for watching. Ensure you like and subscribe to this channel. Comment, drop any comment in the section below. I'll be willing to answer every of your questions. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Yeah, 10 minutes don't say